As we all know, in recent years, the United States has been uniting its allies to suppress China. In addition to the suppression of economic and technological fields, the United States also often cooperates with Japanese servants to hold military exercises around China. Just recently, the Sword 23 large-scale military exercise between the United States and Japan has just ended. Although both the United States and Japan emphasized that the purpose of this military exercise is to improve the coordination ability of the US-Japan alliance. But in fact, this military exercise is to show off force to China. In addition to military exercises showing off force, the United States also often sends reconnaissance planes to operate in the airspace around China, in an attempt to detect the intelligence of the People's Liberation Army. In order to counter the US military threat, China has been continuously improving its military level for many years, now equipped with a variety of advanced weapons and equipment. At present, it has enough strength to compete with the US military. According to the US military, the JL-3 intercontinental ballistic missile of the Chinese People's Liberation Army has entered service, and there are 6 advanced Type 094 strategic nuclear submarines equipped with the missile. After the news came to light, it immediately attracted great attention. It is reported that the Type 094 strategic nuclear submarine has been equipped with the JL-2 submarine-launched ballistic missile in the past few years. The JL-2 missile has a range of 7,200 kilometers. If the Type 094 strategic nuclear submarine launches missiles from China's coastal waters, it can only attack Alaska or Hawaii in the United States. If the continental United States is to be attacked, submarines must break through the blockade of the US military in the first island chain and second island chain. It can only be done in the depths of the Pacific Ocean. But with the appearance of the JL-3 missile, everything has changed. The JL-3 is a new type of submarine-launched ballistic missile improved and developed on the basis of the JL-2. JL-3 is China's third-generation intercontinental submarine-launched ballistic missile. The maximum range is more than 12,000 kilometers, and it can carry single or multiple nuclear warheads at the same time. The first successful test launch in 2018. This means that the 094 strategic nuclear submarine does not need to travel far, just launch missiles off the coast of China, strike on the west coast of the United States. It can even strike targets in the central United States. In particular, the US military has deployed a large number of anti-submarine reconnaissance aircraft in Japan and Guam. If Chinese submarines can launch missiles directly in the South China Sea, that would greatly improve survival rates. The Pentagon said in a report a year ago, the Chinese Navy will gain the ability to target the continental United States from offshore. But now it seems that the development speed of the Chinese Navy is much faster than the United States predicted. Therefore, some high-level military officers in the US military feel very anxious. PLA JL-3 Intercontinental Ballistic Missile Service. It means that China's threat to the United States will increase. In order to ensure safety, the United States has to pay close attention to and track China's strategic nuclear submarines. But in fact, the outside world is clear. This kind of remarks made by some American soldiers are obviously hype. This is not the first time the United States has done this. In recent years, whenever the PLA has new equipment in service or other trends, some militarists in the US military will make similar hype. Earlier, the US Air Force announced the withdrawal of all 48 F-15 fighter jets from the Kadena base of the US Army in Japan. It is considered to be a manifestation of the US military's inability to deal with China in the first island chain. Although the US military subsequently deployed F-22 fighters at Kadena Air Force Base, but still can't save face. In fact, the current weakness of the US military has become a foregone conclusion. With the continuous improvement of China's military strength, it is simply a dream for the United States to deter China. China's continuous military development is to better defend national security, not for expansion and provocation like the United States. The stronger the Chinese People's Liberation Army, and the weaker the US's ability to disrupt Asia, and the safer Asia will be.
Just tell me 为什么眼神有话要说？是不是你想要认识我？偷偷地看看你，要让我等多久？爱就爱，不要有慢动作。
Oh no no， 又是一个寂寞的单身派对，仿佛没人参加，只有我会想去。我不想打扮，不是因为无所谓，只是我看到你还不会，手指一直催。That's why baby that's why 我没女友，长辈一直逼我需要多交女朋友，交好的女友哪有这么顺手？机会来了自然就会轻易到手。A party here，a party there。